Well, good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us here. This is the Meeting House on Faith Radio, and it is great to open another week as we focus in on Natasha Owens and her new Christmas album. It has just been released, and it is entitled Christmas Memories. And Natasha is joining us as you are actually on tour during the month of December, having the opportunity to play in a variety of venues. Kind of an interesting season, isn't it? Welcome
Boy,
aboard, by the way.
thank you. Hello, everyone. Yeah, it's been great to be able to get back on the road. We've been shut down since March, as well as everyone else. And we had practice last week, and just getting a microphone back in my hand was so therapeutic to me. I didn't realize how much I missed it.
Well, you have released an album called Christmas Memories. It actually features a song that we're going to spend some time discussing, and it's called Too Much Christmas. And tell me about how you really came up with the idea of doing a Christmas record.
We were talking back in spring. I guess this was about May, first part of June. And I've always wanted to do a Christmas record. It's been on my bucket list, but I've never had time. Well, 2020 had given me plenty of time at that point. And I said, let's just make the most of it and let's just start recording. And so my producer and my co-songwriter, we sat down and he said, what do you want to talk about on this Christmas album? And I said, well, Christmas needs to come early because this year has been so horrible. So let's do a summer type themed Christmas song, put a little bit of fun in it, and bring a little bit of joy before the month of December.
So you actually, and you're referring to this Christmas song, I would imagine Too Much Christmas. You released a video to this song actually in the heat of summer, right?
Yes, we did. We recorded it in August, and it
Wow.
was so hot, but we had to have Christmas sweaters and Christmas suits and all of that in it. And we released the song and the video in September, right before the last day of summer, because and some people said, oh, Christmas, you can't listen or see anything Christmas before Halloween or Thanksgiving. But that was the goal in making this summer Christmas song. And we put ukuleles in it and did the most awesome video that turned out to be very funny. It's a cross, in my opinion, between Dumb and Dumber and Christmas Vacation.
Well, let's give our listeners a bit of a visual of this video. Now, it stars your husband, David, and he's described as, and I'm reading from your website, that neighbor who just can't help spreading Christmas cheer all year long. And there are a number of memorable aspects of the video. One is the Reindeer Mobile. Yes, it's actually an SUV that in front of it looks like a reindeer's face. So how did all these crazy ideas flow to make this?
Yeah, the song is about someone who spreads Christmas cheer year round. The neighbor that is putting up Christmas lights or keeping them up through July the 4th. And that's what gave us the idea of just being kind of silly with it. And so we met with the video creator, and he said, how far do you want to go with this? And I said, well, what you got? Give me some ideas. We don't mind going off the deep end with it. And he said, just to bring some fun, he said, how about we build like a mutt mobile like Dumb and Dumber had? And I said, that is genius. So we spent $500 on a Ford Explorer that was about to go to the pound, and they wrapped the thing in fur and put antler ears, and it is the funnest thing to drive around town, but it confuses everyone you come in contact with. They don't know what's going on. Why is this car covered in fur?
Yeah, right. So at this moment, Natasha, as we're having this conversation, what is the residence, or where is the residence of the Muttmobile? Does it still exist? Does it still live?
Yes, it does. And in certain parts of the country over the next 2 weeks, you're going to see it. We brought it to Texas. We paid $500 for it, but then we had to get an enclosed trailer that cost me $1,200 just to get it to Texas so that the fur wouldn't get wet or fly off. So during this Christmas run, we're pulling this Muttmobile to put in the front of radio stations and events so that people can take pictures with it. And we've got a QR code stuck on the windshield so that they can, scan it and go directly to the music video and see this vehicle debuting as a star front and center.
And they're actually on my console here is a very small Christmas tree that has a Too Much Christmas ornament that actually has a picture of the Mobile.
It was so cute. We thought we have to put it on something Christmassy and send it out.
Very good. Natasha Owens joining us today here on the Meeting House on Faith Radio, talking about her new Christmas record called Christmas Memories. And it includes the song Too Much Christmas, as well as a number of other songs. And you've got some fun on this album. There, of course, I mentioned Too Much Christmas. There's another song, if I'm not mistaken, you actually may have released Christmas Twist. Was it maybe a year or so ago?
Yeah, I wanted to do a Christmas album last year and we just ran out of time, and it got all the way up to October. And my producer said, really, we need to do a Christmas, at least one song, a single. And I said, we don't have time. It has to be to the radio stations in 2 weeks. He said, oh, that's enough time. Trust me.
Not a problem.
So we recorded Christmas Twist, got it out within 2 weeks, which is the quickest we have ever turned around a song. And we decided that we're just going to add this to that album and make it, extra fun.
So this Christmas Memories album, you talked about the video being released during the summertime, of course, with the Christmas sweaters, the Christmas garb. Of course, David tell me about David's jacket, by the way. I didn't ask you about that. So I want to come back and talk about the attire, the fashion that he is wearing in this video.
He went crazy. In fact, I think I had to, sorry about that.
Did he exceed his budget?
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Phone calls coming in. I should have put myself on airplane mode.
That's all right. Slice of life. Not a problem.
Yeah, slice of life. You can tell that this is a real live feed now.
There you go.
So I had to change his password on Amazon. He went crazy on Amazon, just ordering so much stuff for this video. Of course, we didn't really know what we needed. He ordered Christmas sweaters and full Christmas suits, one in red, one in green, that just looked like Christmas threw up on it. Anybody that would go over the top in Christmas would definitely wear something like this. And so he kept that in mind. And, we recorded the video in Nashville in August in the dead of heat, and he's having to wear all of these long sleeve sweaters and suits. And he just about heat stroked out.
Oh my goodness. So when did you actually record the album? Because I would imagine it might have been late summer, early fall?
Yeah, we started writing the first song, I guess, in May, and recorded it when I went to do the music video that week. I recorded the full album in a couple days. So it was done in August.
Well, one of the other fun sounding songs on this project is called, and I can envision this, and people probably have seen this or a variation thereof. What's up with this song, Dancing Santa Claus?
So, you go through Christmas season and you're so stressed and you're trying to get everything done and you're trying to shop and you got family and all the pressures of Christmas, the negative pressures. Well, for years, my husband, he just is the center of attention, the life of the party. He always keeps me grounded by keeping me laughing. And, those jib jab videos that would come out, he would put my face on a jib jab or put his or something and send them to me. And it would always break whatever stress I was going through and made me laugh. So we thought we would just create a fun kind of a song with really no substance other than when you're stressed in the middle of the season, nothing keeps you laughing like a jib jab with your face on it or a dancing Santa Claus face on it. So, and then we decided to put a whole 70s disco twist on it. And it just it's one of my favorite songs on the record. It has the least amount of meaning, but it's the funnest song to groove with.
So is jib jab still a thing? That's a question I have.
It is in our family. Every year a new jib jab comes out and you just got to create something. Yeah.
Natasha Owens is joining us today here on the Meeting House on Faith Radio as we talk about her latest project called Christmas Memories. We've been centering really on the fun songs on the album. You have some, as we might say, Christmas standards, some Christmas carols. There's a new song on the album called God Bless You. Share with me about the backstory of that, if you would.
You know, we went through a period of time here in America where they were trying to take God out of everything and still are to some degree. And so I remember, at least 4, 6, 8 years maybe, where people would just say happy holidays, or they wouldn't say Merry Christmas. They wouldn't say God bless you if you sneezed. And God was just taken out of everything. And so we decided to create a song that said we could say so many things, but the thing that needs to be said is God bless you, with more happiness, with more blessings, with more cheer. So we decided to make that an important song on the record.
Tell me about the other songs or the process of selecting songs for it.
The second song that we wrote past Too Much Christmas was Christmas Memories. And I loved it so much, not only the melody, but the meaning behind it. The reason why we named the title track to the record this. My dad, who a lot of you know the story, died 10 years ago cleaning his guns. He Christmas was his favorite season, and he was all about it, and he went all out. And as a child, his main focus at Christmas was making Christmas memories and doing traditions that you could pass down, and that you couldn't go through a Christmas without doing certain things, right? Like going Christmas Eve, loading up in the car and going to look at Christmas lights. And we'd put out milk and cookies for Santa, but we would put out carrots and celery for the reindeer. And the reindeer would make such a mess all the way down the driveway. He just got the biggest kick out of doing these things. So we decided to take some of my childhood memories and make a song kind of in honor of him and what he tried to bring to life through Christmas. And so I'm very proud of this song on the record.
Natasha Owens has been joining us today here on the Meeting House on Faith Radio as we talk about her new Christmas album, which is called Christmas Memories. And, you're talking about Christmas memories. There's another song on the album, the classic, I'll Be Home for Christmas. In these days, these difficult times, these challenging times in which we live, there does, I think, need for all of us. I think people are yearning for some things to anchor them. Things are not the way that they used to be. And it's important that we really focus our attention to some of these, I guess, things that bring stability. Of course, as Christians, we know we can find our security in the Lord. We can place our hope in him. But there's also this sense of being grounded in some of these, like Christmas memories, being grounded in home and family and some of these different values that we can celebrate during this Christmas season. I want you to comment on, really, as you look at the overall message of Christmas Memories, how this album could really provide an anchor and a sense of hope and warmth and stability for people in some rather uncertain and challenging times.
Right. That was our goal with this album. Our goal was to not only bring joy and where people can laugh, and when that laughter comes in, it just brings so much soothing to the soul, right? It just lifts your spirits. But we also put some God moments in the album that really, we can't get away from the real reason of the season. And this year, above any other year, we need to be so thankful for what we have left. We can look back at what we've lost, but we have to be thankful for what we have left. And God is a constant in our life. And this season, we bring celebration for his birth, and that God had another plan to save us. And that's what makes this season so special. And so we brought, old songs like Oh Holy Night and Away in a Manger, and to bring the focus back on what's important.
Well, you mentioned those two carols. I wanted to really conclude our conversation talking about your treatment and your performance of those songs as you chose to put them on the album. Tell me just a bit about what it was like to actually do these songs. They're songs that everyone knows, they can sing along with. There's so much a part of our Christmas celebration. Tell me about really how you approached doing specifically "Oh Holy Night" and "Away in a Manger."
I made a list of all the covers that I would like to do on this record, and I love the songs like Winter Wonderland. For Christmas, you can think outside the box and do things that you wouldn't normally be able to do in a particular genre of music. For as use certain instruments that you wouldn't normally use, harmonicas and things like that that aren't normal in contemporary. And I wanted to have a jazzy feel on some of them, which we did with Winter Wonderland and I'll Be Home for Christmas. Touring, that's one thing that I would always tell my kids: I'll be home, I promise, I will be home by Christmas. And I love that song really because of that reason. Oh Holy Night, we wanted to bring, we put a choir behind it, a full choir. And just like we did full orchestras behind some of the songs, we wanted to just make it so soothing and so beautiful with a live choir behind it instead of just a few background vocalists. Away in a Manger, we did it as a lullaby. I used to sing that song to my kids whenever I would rock them whenever they were babies. And so we wanted to make it just very soothing and peaceful and sound like a lullaby.
Natasha Owens joining us today. The new record is called Christmas Memories. And Natasha, if people want to connect with you online, give us your website address, please.
NatashaOwensMusic.com will give you everything you need to know. It will direct you to be able to shop and to find the music and to find videos and my story.
Great. Natasha, thank you so much. And God's
Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas to all of you guys.